Hi, this is your daily for January 14th, 2019. Let me let you know first that we do have the supermoon total lunar eclipse, which is set to hit the scene here roughly on the 21st of January. That is going to tell you that there's going to be a lot of changes coming for those of you who are setting goals or trying to get focused on certain things or aspects of your life, whether it's career, love, relationship, finances, whatever. Set those goals now. Get things into play now, because you're going to set the scene for the rest of 2019. So if you're trying to get away from a partner who you don't want to be with anymore, who you know is toxic, do not put this off, okay? This is very important that you address whatever it is you need to address before the 21st comes, so that you can have a play out later of something much better. Again, the seeds that you're going to plant now is what you're going to harvest during the rest of 2019. Be aware of that. Set your goals. Focus on your biggest goals for 2019 and get things into play. Get things into motion. I also feel like there is definitely playful Aquarius, it feels like, is also going to be part of this. Now, mind you, you're going to deal with the Capricorn and the Leo energy, which is true. However, with that, I do feel like that's going to make you push on a last-minute decision. So be careful with that. When you get into playful Aquarius, you're going to be more free-spirited. I do feel like you're going to be able to find things out more in a positive way. It definitely feels like it'll be in a more positive way for this. For those of you for today, there are a lot of delays, because I keep seeing the Sun card in my mind. So there is some delays going on in certain instances, whether you're sitting waiting for your appointment at the dentist or doctor's office, whether you're waiting to get a phone call from someone. Something's going to be put off for a little bit. Something's going to be delayed, but it will come. There's just a delay to it. For some of you that are deciding to go back into an old pattern, not a good idea. Especially, like I said, you're setting the stage for what's to come for the rest of 2019. We are only in January. That leaves you 11 other months to get through. So you don't want to have to spend the next 11 months dealing with a situation that you should have let go. Okay, so be really careful with that. Today, in general, seems like a pretty carefree day. Some of you have an argument going back and forth. Some of you, somebody is feeling quite aggressive toward a third-party situation. Somebody may be taking matters into their own hands at the same time, where that's concerned. Be careful. I also feel like there is something that has been ignored, whether it's red flags, situations, details to certain things. Somebody is trying to overlook something, hoping that it will just go away on its own. It won't. So you need to address something in order to release it. You can't just ignore it. You must face it, deal with it, address it, and then release it. For a lot of you guys, there seems to be the opportunity for expansion, whether that's your business, whether that's money. Also, too, travel is indicated here. So I do feel like somebody may be doing some traveling. It may be work-related. You may be leaving today or tomorrow in reference to an airplane flight. I do feel like you will be going to take care and wrap something up, or actually some of you may be going to actually get something started. So again, that is business related. I do feel like there is someone who is going back and forth pacing the halls. This feels like it's in a hospital setting. Somebody may be waiting for a decision. Somebody may be waiting for a baby to be born. Somebody may be waiting for the results of someone's surgery. So I just feel like somebody is pacing back and forth. But please know that God is guiding that surgeon's hands, and things are going to turn out just fine. Be patient with that. Sit down, take a breath, and say your prayers. Say your prayers, because your angels hear them. Okay? God hears them, and if God is not your higher power, then whoever your higher power is, pray to that person. For some of you, there is a situation where you have walked in and out of somebody's life, or someone has walked in and out of your life. Somebody has recently maybe contacted you, tried to have a conversation with you. They were just pretty much reeling you in order to just let you go. Somebody was just checking and testing the waters to see if you would in fact respond, to see if in fact you still were there waiting for them, and they were right, you were. because when they spoke to you, you responded back to them, wanting to agree to either see them, meet them, catch up to them, make arrangements with them, spend time with them. But I feel like once you sent your last message, you haven't heard from them after that. Nothing's happened after that. So be patient, because I do feel like this person is still involved in another situation, as you already knew. And I do feel that this person is, again, testing the waters to see if they still have you waiting just where they want you. Not good. Somebody is dealing with a narcissist. Somebody is dealing with a manipulator. And somebody is dealing with somebody who is all out for themselves, a very selfish individual. For some of you, it seems like there's a timeline for you to catch up on, something about a timeline. So whether that's, again, in your career, or whether that's in your home and family life, I also feel like somebody is going to be replacing something large within the home. I don't know if that's a problem with your electrical. It feels like somebody has a bad switch, something's not working properly. Somebody knew this for quite a while. Now, if you don't get this addressed, there's going to be a fire with that outlet. So be aware that you were warned, get it taken care of, or tape it down and stop using it, because sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. That's not a good sign, as you know. Somebody else is having a problem with leaking, or water, or plumbing issues, or flood issues. Whoever this is, there's something that is following a beam. It's following a beam, so it's not coming from where you think it's coming from. It's actually following, the water is following down on a beam. So when you think that maybe right here is the actual leak, it's actually way back there. So be aware of that, okay? Water is following down a beam, and it's coming down on an angle, which is making it look like it's coming from somewhere else. So, you know, get who you need in there, the professional plumber or whoever, to go and diagnose this issue. Some of you are dealing with a car issue this morning. Some of you may have had to pull over on the side of the road. Some of you had a small fender bender. Whoever this is, I do feel like that is going to work out okay. Thank God I don't see any injuries, so I see that everything is okay. I also feel like this is a time where you're going to get a message coming through very quickly, and especially with Libras, some type of message is coming through. Also, too, I see Libras paying out, not receiving in, not receiving in. So right now you're going to be paying out on something, taking care of something, addressing an issue that needs to be addressed. And there's nothing you can do about it. It's got to be done. It's got to be paid. Just do it and get it over with. For some of you, I do get a letter of correspondence. I get something that you're going to have to sign and send back. So whatever that is, maybe you're renewing something. Maybe it's an insurance policy. Maybe it's an agreement of some type. Some of you may be returning a leased vehicle at this time and trying to get another vehicle, deciding whether to lease or now to finally take a car payment and own something. I do feel like you are going to let the lease part of it go and finally decide to pay for something that you'll actually have at the end. Not just pay for it and let it go. Although I know you do like to get new cars very often, but this is not saving you money. This is just blowing your money out the window. There is opportunity coming for a lot of you to renegotiate something, to have somebody meet you halfway, to have a partner or a loved one to agree to disagree with you, but yet try to work out what's happening. I do feel like opposites are attracting here. Somebody is on the quite opposite page of than what you are, but at the same time, there is going to be a lesson learned through this. There is going to be a balance between the two of you. However, it is going to take 2 to 3 days to work something out. So whatever that is. For some of you, you may have split up with a partner and you still have a vehicle that is in your name. In their name, I'm sorry, but they are allowing you to use it. I do feel like this person is going to try and either A, take back that vehicle from you, B, contact law enforcement about that vehicle on your property that belongs to them and wanting it back, or they're going to sell it out from under you. So be careful with that. I don't feel like somebody's going to give you the money for what you're looking for. I don't feel like they're going to help you so that you can get another vehicle. Be careful. Some of you are looking about your job, wondering if there is going to be some type of dismissal, fire, layoff, or transfer. So something is going on around with one of you who are watching this video with either a transfer from one position to another, one location to another, or you are looking at downsizing. Somebody is actually losing their job, but they're going to get severance pay and then be able to start over to somewhere new, and you will get another job very quickly. For some of you, There is an issue that has to do with a sibling, and it is a brother or sister. I can't never tell the energies really if it's male or female, but I do see it being a brother or sister. Somebody is having a problem. Maybe somebody had passed away. There's an inheritance issue. I do feel like somebody is being very, very vulturish. When I say vulture, they're acting like all they care about is the money. They're not even speaking of the person who passed away, but they are so hell-bent on getting their hands on these finances. They are so carefully putting you under a microscope, making sure that you are separating everything or dividing everything equally. Somebody feels that maybe you are taking control or the power and going to allow yourself more than what they do. However, in many cases, the executrix of the will does get more than the others involved. So just saying. There is also a property that's going to be sold and divided by 3. So I feel like there may be 3 of you who are involved with this mother who recently passed away. And I do send my warmest regards to somebody in my sympathy in reference to the loss of your parent. There are big changes that are coming towards you. Right now, February is looking very interesting for many of you. I do feel some challenges in front of you, but nothing that you can't overcome. I also feel like some of you are staying stagnant in a situation and not willing to let something go. You're still trying to convince yourself that this person in your life is for your highest good, but it is not. You are going to have to deal with a tower moment. I'm sorry, but that's the way the universe works. So unless you decide to get off of your ass right now and do something about it and make a change and take a new direction, you are going to feel the consequences of a tower moment. So that's all I have for today. However, stay tuned later. I'll be coming on live. We're going to do a live Scorpio to see what's going on with Scorpio and in their life.